Okay, welcome students in our presentation. So today you have to present on principles of sustainable development. So I have given you the work for the presentation. So I hope you have prepared well. Now we will start our presentation.
Good afternoon, my respected teachers and my dear friends. Today I am here to present on the topic of development of sustainable society. Now let's start. Our topic is development of sustainable society, and under this we are going to learn about its introduction, factors, importance, and its conclusion. Introduction. A sustainable society is one that has learned to live within the boundaries established in ecological limits. The ecological it can be maintained as a collective and ongoing entity because practices that imposed excessive burdens upon the environment have been reformed or abolished. It can be considered as collective or ongoing organizations or institutions because the steps that has been taken up to now are just burden for environment and reformed environment which have reformed or abolished the natural resources. And factors contributing in the development of sustainable society: education, health facilities, healthy habitat, balanced food, employment, social security. These are those factors which are contributing for the development of sustainable society. These are very important for development of sustainable society. And there are many importance of development of sustainable society because it makes people independent and they will be able to participate in any developmental activities. Poverty will be eradicated or they will be minimized. Social justice and social welfare will be in presence. All the needs of humans are fulfilled, and there will be the development in economical as well as social factors. In conclusion, I like to say that for the development of sustainable society, various factors like education, health facilities are important, so that there will be the presence of public participation, self-dependence, and social security. Hence, social development of sustainable society is important. Thank you.
Now let's go to another one, that is population management. Who is going to present about population management?
As you already know, population management is one of the principles of sustainable development. So, population, environment, and development are interrelated with sustainable development. So, if there is certain change in any of this aspect, then it affects other factors. Like if there is rapid population growth, then it results in more developmental demands, and more developmental demands leads to the excessive use of natural resources like minerals, fossil fuels, soils, etc. So, for conserving and utilizing such natural resources for a long period of time, rapid population growth must be controlled.
Okay, let's go to another topic, development of human resource.
Public participation-based development. Public participation-based development is the kind of development which is done by involvement of people or performed by the public participation. It is one of the principles of the public participation in sustainable development. Relationship between sustainable development and public participation. Sustainable development directly or indirectly influences the public participation. As when sustainable development is done, then the people's wills will be fulfilled. So there will be good relationship with the people, with the government of and the people. means they will contribute in the development activities which influence the public participation. Similarly, public participation also influences the sustainable development. As when the people will involve in development activities, they will think that there are the sense of ownership will be developed as the development activities are done by themselves. So they will think that they should protect the development activities which are done by them. Means it will means the development activities will long last, and also there won't be the overuse of natural resources as the development activities are not needed to do time to time.
Now, without wasting time, let's go to another topic: conservation of cultural heritages. Okay.
Sustainable development means the economic development conducted without depleting the natural resources. It has been defined in many ways, but the most accurate and frequently used definition is taken from Our Common Future, a report of Brundtland Commission, which defines the sustainable development as sustainable development, the development that meets the need of present generation without compromising the future generations to meet their own need. Good afternoon, everyone. My friends and teachers, I am here to describe about on the topic of conservation of cultural heritages. Cultural heritage is an expression of the ways of living developed by community and passed on from generation to generation, which includes customs, practices, places, objects, historic monuments, literature, artistic expressions, and values. As we can see, cultural heritage is the demonstration or the way in which shows the way of living from which has been developed from our community and has been passed from present to future generation, which includes all these things. In our country Nepal, due to diverse culture, many cultural heritages can be found. Our country Nepal is diverse in itself. There are many castes, religions, cultures, due to which we can find many cultural heritages. The Baudhanath Stupa, Basantapur, Darbar Square, Changundaran Temple, etc. are some cultural heritages of Nepal. Nowadays, in the name of development activities, many historical sites have been destroyed. We can hear the news of destroying of temples and traditional homes of native Newars of Kathmandu by bulldozer to widen the roads. In the present day, we can hear from the news that the bulldozer is destroying the traditional temples and the homes of the native Newars in Kathmandu Valley to widen the roads. Our culture is our identity. Culture heritages plays a very important role in our life. Our culture is our identity. Culture represent us and tells us who we are. They play a very important role in our life. They keep us attached to our religions, traditions, and beliefs. They make us understand about our religion and traditions. Culture heritages can provide an automatic sense of unity and belonging within a group and allow us to understand about previous generations and the history of where we come from. They also teach us about our previous generation and our origin. Culture heritages include good cultures that shows the path towards development, teaches to maintain harmony in the society, and guides everyone to preserve and promote the environment. The cultural heritage also includes some cultures which teaches us good things like protection of the environment. It shows path toward the development. Our Nepalese culture has always regarded nature as God, so we protect nature as our important thing due to influence of cultures. In our Nepali culture, we can find many gods which are related to nature. Due to this, environment is also being conserved, which has greatly helped in maintaining sustainable development. So it is necessary to create awareness about cultural heritages. We should encourage conservation of cultural heritage by including it in study curriculum. Renovation reconstruction can also be done to preserve cultural heritages. We should include about the cultural heritages in our books so that our future generations can also understand about the cultural heritages of our Nepal and to preserve the cultural heritages. Renovation and reconstruction should be done. So I like to stop my presentation here. Thank you very much for listening to me.
So whose topic is this? Remaining within the limit of carrying capacity.
Good afternoon to my respected teacher and my dear friends. Today I am here to discuss about the topic of remaining within the limit of carrying capacity, which comes under the topic of principle of sustainable development. As already discussed, sustainable development is the development that meets the needs of present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. As we already know that sustainable development is long-lasting development. It mainly focuses on the conservation of environment along with the development. So we have already discussed about other topics of principle of sustainable development. I was given the topic about remaining within the limit of carrying capacity. So our earth has a limit up to which it can hold development activities. It has its own limit carrying capacity. We should not exceed the limit carrying capacity while doing development activities. If done so, it will cause many destruction to our lives, human lives. The natural resources presented in the environment can be exploited. The natural disasters like earthquake, volcano, etc. can take place. Earth has got only limited resources, so it must be utilized properly in order to carry out development activities. Along with the development of environment, the concept of sustainable development was introduced. If development is done by not exceeding the limit of carrying capacity, then development activities can take place very well. The problems like starvation can be solved, and we may not suffer from any kind of diseases. So human beings should be responsible about the use of resources presented in the environment, and they must not exceed the limit of the earth, so that the development work cannot be imbalanced. So sustainable development uses the same principle, and it is related to the limit of carrying capacity.
Okay, let's go to another topic: improvement of quality of life.
As we know that sustainable development is a long-lasting environment-friendly development. Sustainable development gives priority to the development of basic human needs like health, education, etc. And we also know that sustainable development is not only limited to conserve the environment, but it also leads to the improvement of quality of life, and people are able to get the benefits of both development and environment, which helps to improve the quality of life. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to welcome Ankit Shrestha to present on environmental conservation. Please go on.
Today I am here to say a short presentation on environment conservation. At first, I would like to tell you about sustainable development. According to our Common Future, which is a report published by Brundtland Commission in UN General Assembly in 1987-80, sustainable development is defined as the development that meets the needs of present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own need. Sustainable development is a long-lasting development which is set with a long-term vision, goal, and investment in a certain period of time without depleting the natural resources. It is a broad concept. It not only focuses on the physical development but also focuses on society, economy, equity, social justice, social inclusion, environmental aspect, etc. In order to achieve the sustainable development, the following points should be emphasized. Natural resources and biodiversity should be preserved. Pollution, population, and poverty should be controlled. Public participation should be encouraged. Today I am going to tell how sustainable development and environment conservation are interrelated with each other. 1. It promotes regional development. Sustainable development promotes the regional development. If there is regional development, then the resources throughout the country can be utilized in a wise way. But if there is regional imbalance, then the natural resources will be overexploited. As you can see in the first picture, because of regional imbalance, most of the population are concentrated in a small environment, and we can really see some of the natural resources like trees. So this hampers on environment. And but in another picture you can see that there is the coordination between biotic and abiotic component, which is good for both biotic as well as abiotic components. Next point. Eco-friendly development. Sustainable development is an eco-friendly development. Development does not means to haphazardly cutting down of trees and deploying those natural resources. Sustainable development means doing development without deploying the natural resources. As you can see, the one of the example of sustainable development, the development work is done without hampering the environment. The tunnel is made without hampering the environment. Third number, development should be carried out according to the carrying capacity of the earth. As we know, human have unlimited needs, but the resources of earth is limited. We should not exceed the line of developing. We need to develop according to the carrying capacity of the earth. If we develop according to the carrying capacity of the earth, then it will not hamper the environment. It will be beneficial for us. As you can see in left part of the picture, there is the development according to the limitation of earth. It is there is greenery. It is better for us. We can enjoy quality of life in such environment. But if we exceed the development limits, then the condition will be like the right part of the picture. You can compare those both picture. Why we should not exceed the carrying capacity of the earth. 4. Conservation of biodiversity. Biodiversity is very means the combination of combination of plants, animals, and other living beings which are present in a specific habitat. The biodiversity of a place differ from place to place, whereas sustainable development state we need to conserve the biodiversity. If the biodiversity is conserved, the environment will automatically conserve. Long-term vision. If sustainable development teaches people to be aware about the use of non-renewable resources, the effects caused by non-renewable resources to the environment. If the people will be able to know the consequences of those non-renewable resources, then they will start to use perpetual resources which is eco-friendly and are unlimited, which helps to conserve the environment as well as it is beneficial for entire human race.